What about the mic? What about the mic there, Fox? It's on, as you can see. And obviously you could hear me earlier because I asked you a question earlier. So I mean, I assumed everybody could hear me still. So you should have been able to hear from the start of their Fox. It was just the built-in microphone. All right, yeah, we have audio and everything like that, but this is what I was saying though. Again, I don't know why you couldn't hear me, Fox. Everybody else could hear like that, but again, this is Virginia's Black Cavendish with Burley mix for their actual in-home blend called Sanctuary. Because they this, I don't know how to get. There's a little noise. Again, I just said all this all over again, and somehow you didn't hear it yet. Everybody else was hearing it. I think honestly, Fox, something to do with your internet or something, bro. Because I just don't understand how the fuck that yours is the only one not hearing it. I swear your internet, man. I swear. But I really do like this sanctuary a lot. Probably end up being a couple ounces of this down the road. Try not to blow through it as fast as possible. It is a really good smoke. I actually really enjoy smoking this one. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy smoking my 100 bookshop itself too. This is just a pure English blend. It's not meant to be an aromatic. So this is legitimately just Red Virginia Cavendish with Greek added to it. So, quite a bit of burley as well, but not much. It's going to be a lot of that actual Greek added to it. It has a very similar smell, but the Perique is what comes through the most on this one. That allows you to really notice the difference between the two. Other than like the actual like type that it is. Like the Sanctuary is all ribbon, coarse cut, and everything like that, whereas this has chunks of what I call the beef jerky. That is some pressed tobacco right there, chat. Alright, what you would do is you rip that up and shred it in your hand and do a little rubs with it, and it'll break open into an actual bit of ribbon that you can pack into a bowl as a plug, if you can call that. So then they also met with more autumn evening, as you guys can see. I was getting a little low, so they hooked me up with another, I think 2 ounces is what this is, roughly 2 ounces of the autumn evening by Cornell and Deal. Which the 100 Bookshop is also by Cornell and Deal, by the way, but this is what we had in the jar of it. So about just a little about halfway on the jar of autumn evening. So like I said, about that far in chat, that's about when I go, man, I'm out of anything. I gotta get more. So then we got still a good chunk of the lane 1Q as well here. So we got a decent chunk of that still left, a little over half. So that is about half a jar of Haunted Bookshop, just roughly about a half. I do also have about a quarter of my Choco Cherry that I've made myself here. This is a black Cavendish mixed with the Lane's BCA mixed with Lane's Very Cherry. So, and then I got a tiny bit left of that mocha chat. So I'm definitely trying to consider the mocha the best I can. And I got a good chunk of the espresso left though too, though. So I can still use some of the espresso. I am fairly happy with the selection of tobacco that I have right now. It is probably like the best selection in all of town, personally, like in my opinion. Because I've been talking to quite a few of the peeps around here that smoke pipes and stuff, chat. I've kind of gathered and ascertained that a lot of them actually don't have bigger uh, a bigger collection of tobacco. It's usually only like one or two blends that they're doing at a time. Whereas I'm like, I like that diversity. I like to have the ability to choose a plethora of different kinds of tobacco, or mix and match if I needed to. And also when I was there, I grabbed a couple of packages of the Chai Spice Tea. We can actually have that with some of our bowls here and some cigars. And then because tomorrow's cigars, I primarily wanted to try to smoke with some of my friends. The Lonsdale Girl with No Name, and then the other last Crazy Alice I have. Those two are going to take with me to church and smoke those at our buddy's house once we're after church. If it ends up being nice enough to go over there, just to smoke those two. But tonight I have a AJ Fernandez selection here, a premium aged cigar, the Cameroon selection. It is a New World by AJ Ferdinand, and it is a New World Cameroon Double Robusto. I've heard a lot of good about this one here, chat. So, all right, boom. And I also pre-cut this already with a V-cut in the bottom. Now I could try to do a little fancier, turn it halfway, and then do the cut again across this way to make it give it the rosebud type of look. That's a good dry pull. I'm going to enjoy that one here, chat. So New World here is, they actually just got a bunch of these in over at the Cigar Lounge, and I was talking to one of the owners today, Cody, and I was like, yo, man, like, what's some recommendations off of the New World can you give me now, right? He gave me quite a few recommendations, and this one here, he said was like the bee's knees, man. Like, he was like, if you're gonna do any of them, this is the one I should try first. So I was like, all right, so we'll take that recommendation. However, I seem to have a problem. I have an empty pipe here, chat, and we need to fill it. Okay, where's my tray at? So we got our handy dandy rolling tray right here, chat. Gotta move the microphone a bit. Come on, phone. Okay. Way more tobacco than I needed. I literally just pulled out a massive chunk, and you can't even tell, chat. Look at that. I just pulled out that giant pile. And legitimately, you can't even tell. Pretty sure they might have hooked me up with more than 2 ounces. Okay, so yeah, I did this because this Cornell deal on evening has some chunks like this. Is that they were like the flakes that you were supposed to rip apart and break up as well. Their chat, so it's almost as if like there's some parts of this that didn't get fully broken up either beforehand or it was meant to be broken up once it got to the mainland here. Share all my chat here, chat. There's some of these bigger chunks in here, chat. Crazy that once I broke up a lot of the stuff, 100 bits here, then all of a sudden, you know, you can actually, I might have had too much variable here on this bit, but you know, that way you can let a good chunk of it air out a bit and actually fucking be a little bit more manageable for a bowl loaded and stuff, chat. So. Trying to pop my neck through your chat. Consider my sunglasses. Well, consider my contacts want to keep fucking drying out on me. See, you'll find these big chunks in that pile there, chat. I just break them up and make them into little pieces here. Okay. Alright. Probably long enough now, chat. Grab the Peterson. Contacts, please stop drying out on me. Okay. There. The pull on that is good. We have this much tobacco still on the tray too, chat. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on here, but it was like, oh, you need all that tobacco? I was like, no, I don't need all that tobacco. Not like that. Sealed. Again, after I sort this bowl of autumn evening here, chat, I will be loading up some more of the sanctuary to show you guys the smoking of that one. That's okay. We start our cigar here too, chat. The New World by AJ Ferdinand. So I am definitely a bit culturally excited for this. And I was excited too. Seeing how like we keep kind of zoning out. Anyway, that I'll probably save this guy for tomorrow, chat. Because gonna get that V cut in it. I'm gonna save this guy just for tomorrow, just so that way I don't have to worry about accidentally having any issues, like dropping a cigar or anything like that. Yeah, just gonna then lightly doze in it here, just because again it is almost one. It is 1 o'clock in the morning now. Yeah, it's just been one of those days, Chet. It has been one of those days. It had a shit day for work. We made $22 in total for sales. So yeah, really a shit day for sales. It's a free trial. Again, apologize to everybody that I am definitely zoning out so hard over here. Like I said, it's been a long fucking day at the shop of just complete shit. So I apologize for zoning out here, but I am fucking tired as fuck. But I wanted to do a small stream tonight to hang out with everybody before going to bed, because we're gonna go, take care of everything tomorrow. With church, plus it's also the grandmother's birthday is tomorrow, so I possibly will not be live for a big chunk of it tomorrow. I'm trying to drink some of this Mountain Dew, hope that that'll wake me up a bit. Because, yeah, holy shit, man. It was good to see you, Chase. Good to see you, man. Oh, here's the chat. I do apologize. I'm zoning out.
Directly from a modern day pipe smoking legend? I have.
Alright. Starting up here. Yeah, me and the sister are going to go to church in the morning, guys. So it is going to be a long day tomorrow. Definitely going to be a long day. But we'll get through it. Be right back, actually. I'm going to go grab some clean water for this really fast, chat. Alright. I is back, chat. And we also put this feedback on.
But first, real quick, I want to take a minute to highlight something very special to me. As you will see intermittently throughout the video and in the many videos to come, I was recently sent this extraordinary pipe packing board from a Mr. Leo Romanelli. Leo reached out through Instagram explaining that he was first a huge fan of the channel, thank you dearly Leo, and that he noticed that I've only been working with this little leather dish that you often see.
Those things are
He then
still
explained the
hand
amount of joy and pride it would give him if I had let him make me a pipe smoking board. I absolutely agreed, and we worked together to design this piece before you.
I apologize for that. Try to be done soon here, okay? Keep you up all night. Okay, there we go. Got a garbage bag now. Place back in there, chat. Now I can empty out my ashtray. Here we go. Ashes are emptied out. And I need to clean off my pipe tool. It is disgusting. Now, normally I would not go that long heating up a tool like this just to clean it, but this had some pretty gnarly buildup of resin. And then, bam, 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 thank you, ma'am. And before I even took a hit, chat, this is already need to be swabbed out, everything like that. Normally, having sat all day, that should have been really hard to clean off, but for whatever reason, it wasn't. So I'll take it. But we are going to load some cannabis as well. For those that are curious, I do have epilepsy. I do smoke for epileptic reasons, but I also just enjoy cannabis as well, as much as I enjoy my tobacco. So, to kind of show you guys that there is nothing wrong with smoking either, we're going to do it. Also, if I had one of these, fuck yeah, that would be awesome.
This
I would love
thing
one of those.
is incredible. Shipped
And
all the
I
way.
would literally get one that said "get piped" on it, just because one, love the expression, but two, Adam's channel here has actually been one of the better channels, other than maybe Vogue Show, which is one that I watch a lot, which is Richard Vogue. Uh, However, though, one of the biggest reasons why I would recommend it too. So I hate these stupid fucking things. Uh, like one of the big things I would love for it is again to support Adam's channel, because Adam has been a person to actually show stuff, like not just this video here, but he also did the video called "The Great American." Oh fuck, where it is? That I put the video on there twice. A video of theirs twice on here, but it's not. The Great American Tobacco Scene: A Love Letter to Sutliff Tobacco, which is sadly not really with us anymore. I'm trying to see if I can get it to sit in my in the bong. Okay, nice little pack again. Okay, that is perfecto. Pull out my little weed tray. Ah, I grind up some more. So I do like this little grinder. This came from my ex coworker. She actually gave me this a long time ago. I always forget the bottom stuff actually got screws. Let's see how much keef we have built up in here. Holy shit. Okay, so there's a lot more keef built up in here, chat, than I thought there would be. Somehow there's like stems though in this. This is more than just keef. This is just a bunch of the bits that have somehow gotten through. I was trying to see though the scraper thing was in this. It's not. So I have to do this kind of by hand here. So there is actually a very fine layer of keef in the very bottom of this. You might be able to see this a bit there, chat. You see, yeah, you see the dusting on there. That's the keef, and then all the bits underneath it or on top of it are all just the regular weed bits. Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's ways for it to get uh, to come down from those sides, but I guess somehow it's bypassing the mesh screen. So unless uh, the lady forgot that that needed to be left for the uh, keef, and then she just accidentally put whatever was left in the thing in there. I know she's done it once before, so I think she could have done it again. So that might have been how that happened. And, okay. If you feel slightly a little bit more awake and a little bit better there, chat. Again, I do apologize earlier, chat, for everybody that had to deal with me passing out and zoning out on the stream here earlier. Also, let me get this video.
Away from Italy, it finally got here, and it's now a part of my daily ritual. Before my morning commute to work around 04:30, I pack all my pipes using this board. It's a phenomenal surface for ripping, tearing, and cutting. I usually just drop the tobacco on the board and then begin the pack. But it can also be a great tool, arguably now my best tool, for drying some of the super wet aromatics before a smoke. It has slots for tools, lighters, pipes, and then, yes, the primary surface for your leaf. To top it off, this small cutout is paramount for putting back every last scrap of leaf that failed to make it into the chamber.
Ooh, nice. I forgot about that.
Within this set, you'll also find an awesome leather pipe holder, a wooden tamper, and a wooden scraper. Great for the post-smoke ream. I am in love with this set, and I'm so proud to present it to you. I want to thank Mr. Romanelli so deeply. A kind and honest man who added that he's not a woodworker by trade, but a man who enjoys, at heart, the art, ritual, and philosophy of the smoking pipe. He endeavored to bring about this stellar piece to aid in this delightful hobby, and I assure you that he succeeded. You can reach him on Instagram, linked below, to order one for yourself. He sells this complete set for €40, or about $42. That's shipped right to you, and I'll tell you right now, that barely covers the cost of materials and shipping. Mr. Leo Romanelli is here to increase and spread the joy of pipe smoking. A true and great-hearted gentleman. Thank you, Leo. My warmest regards. Now, on to the show.
And that's why I love
Well met, friends. My name is Adam, and this is Get Piped, where we, well, love to pipe. And today's piping is all about the unbearably heavy information, unless you're me, contained, confined, held within this melon head. And if you're coming from the Get Pipe podcast, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you've been waiting for this information for quite some time. It's been a couple weeks, but thanks for bearing with me. If you're from YouTube and YouTube only, then I highly encourage you to start tuning into my weekly pipe smoking audio show, the Get Pipe podcast. It's on all major hosting sites, and we have episodes airing every single Thursday, without fail. A few weeks ago on the show, I discussed my Chicago pipe show journey. Over a 2-part series, and in one of the episodes, I explained how Cornell and Deal's head blender, Jeremy Reeves, gave me a masterclass lesson on pipe packing and pipe smoking. The background behind this story is that I had asked him for his recommendations on some burley.
Jeremy Reeves is a badass,
one of my favorite tobaccos. I explained how I frequent the burley, but I'm always looking to expand my palate and understand more blends. I say this because I struggled with 8-state burley. You can read my full thoughts on the blend now, which is exclusively from my article published with the Briar Report online pipe magazine. The bottom line is that I felt this blend had little to no flavor. I was puzzled. I didn't know if it was me or the blend. I just didn't love it. I couldn't really find much flavor. To be honest, I was feeling like a rookie pipe smoker again, despite all the burleys I do enjoy. Well, master blender Jeremy Reeves recommended several burleys to try. I picked them all up on Saturday of the show. But it was that second day, Sunday, when Jeremy walks up to me and asks me about the blends. I tried Savinelli's Jupiter that night prior, as per his recommendation, but I told him I really needed a clearer space. You know, not a smoking tent filled with 200 plus smoking men and women to try and pull and understand some of those flavors. It's just not really practical.
I do love that.
So he told me to reach out, which I let him know that I, of course, would, certainly. I also added that I may ping him for a tip or two when I do, and it was at that moment that he stopped. Jeremy, master blender, stopped and saw an opportunity of mentorship. Jeremy Reeves, who is actively meandering the Chicago Pipe Show, his time off, his time to enjoy the show, stopped to ask me about my packing method. Explain to me in the best way possible your process or processes for packing and smoking your tobacco pipe. That's what he said to me. I proceeded to explain the method that you can find here in one of my older videos, somewhere up here. And then Jeremy Reeves went on to tell me how it was not only wrong, but very wrong. No, but he did offer a different, better way of doing things. We know there are many roads that lead to success, and pipe smoking and chamber packing is no
And
exception.
let's be honest, if you got offered a master class in packing your pipe by an actual master blender, like the legend that is Jeremy Reeves, who makes one of probably the best, in my opinions, aromatics out there, which is the autumn evening, then you legitimately have a truly golden opportunity to learn from an actual legend in the industry. And for him to take his time to do that, just to help Adam out like that, that really speaks volumes as well too for Jeremy. Anybody who's willing to take out time like that, chat, to teach somebody something like that, that is at his level, who, like you said, he's there to relax and enjoy his time there at the pipe show, not to sit there and do these masterclass teachings like that. And Cornell and Deal has the exact method that he's talking about actually put into an actual video format, which actually I forgot to put the video into playlist. So there's another video to smoke my pipe to that I need to put in there. Okay, for fuck's sake. Oh, my fucking nose, chat. Okay. See that hopefully knocks more of the keef off the screen down into the actual trough. See if that actually builds any keef up for us like that. Then what I want to do real quick is unload. Okay, I thought I had smoked all that out, and I was right. Yeah, the guys at the Cigar Lounge chat loved that I used a Twix container from Candy back in the day to hold all my pipe cleaners in one area, just to make sure that they're always clean and always ready and available to pull out at any time. So if the owner, he was just like, "Bro, wait, did you just pull out a Twix container?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's my that's what I have all my pipe cleaners in." He was like, "Dude, no way." I'm like, "Yep." It's really hard to see. Ah, there's my tap tool for the light. All right, looks like most of the moisture is out of there. Let that dry off though a bit before I end up reloading that pipe up at all. Go, boom. Use the ash, or that's the garbage can. cook out what's left in this cup, and then I'll do a regular dab or a regular bong hit, chat, and then we will smoke up this pipe bowl while we watch this video here, chat. Ugh. Cheers, everybody. Forgot that was already ready to go. All right. Okay, chat. Now I need to pull this out. Where the fuck am I? Oh, whoops, right next to me. Okay. So we take that out. Now, as I said earlier, though, we are running a little bit low, right, chat? So I only have a few little tiny bits I could pull off of these guys here. One of them I can only do nectar collector hits off of, so I'm actually going to pull a little bit off of that. However, for the dab wise, I did bring my CBD dabs with me as well, too, chat. So I do have some CBD shatter that I can throw in there as well. So not a lot. Let me put it this way here. That's the CBD shatter that I have. Now, that is going to be added to those, and with a little bit of that. So those three will be added together. However, need the nectar collector because I'm going to do some nectar collector hits out of this guy here as well. Because there is a bunch of residue. I'll build up for a second here. Oh. Oof. That one got me good. A little bit less of a hit on that one, but still got a hit nonetheless. And that jar is now cleaned out, chat. So, we are all good to go to dump that one now. Okay, that's nice and cooled off. So we got that cup cleared out as well. I'm going to put this on top of the CBD canister so I remember to load that. Just a moment. But I am going to take that bong hit that we got already. Except we are going to use let me get some of this hemp wick here, chat. That Nectar Clutcher dab, dude, that tastes like fucking hits from like high school days. Holy shit, does that taste good? All right, here we go, chat. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah. Nice and smooth. Mm. All right, and this video.
But mayhap the technique of a legendary tobacconist is a tad better than others. I'm inclined to agree, but I'll let you try and be the judge. Essentially, this was the masterclass he gave me, an uninterrupted 10-minute lesson. Do my very best to honor that class he gave. I don't know how long it's going to be, but we'll see how it goes. You do know how long it is. You can look down. I can't. I'm recording. Tobacco is a very delicate plant. Smoking it for flavor is a very deliberate action. If you truly desire to get the most out of the tobacco, the slow and steady approach is paramount. Jeremy began by explaining that you want to tend your tobacco, meaning we start by prepping it in a dish or a bowl or a piece of paper or the literal table if you're still a mad lad. If it's cake, start ripping, a plug, start slicing, a flake, start rubbing, ribbon, shag, cube, or ready rubbed, then you start prepping immediately. We prep the tobacco by generously, playing with it. Like a woman who loves when you play with their hair, you want to play with the tobacco. Not like a child and his G.I. Joe action figure, not a doll, but like a cat making biscuits in his 5-star bakery. So you literally move your fingers through the tobacco. This achieves two purposes. The first being that it oxygenizes. It's not oxidizes. It gives oxygen to the stuff. It's just oxygen. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good for you. Giving the tobacco time to breathe and unlocking some of those deep buried flavor notes. And also to begin the separation process. Those are the two. The life of a tobacco blend is bleak. It grows in a field, it's cut, dried the heck out of, probably hung somewhere, maybe over a fire, and thrown in casks, pushed together. Yeah, and then it's shredded and blended in a dark tin, sealed away until your discerning pipe smoker cracks that tin. It's all bunched up, crammed, and it doesn't know how to be put into a bowl properly. Well, thanks to Jeremy Reeves, I'm a learned man, and we want to put that tobacco in the chamber properly. It's a very specific way. To achieve this, we start by separating the components that make up this blend, well, in terms of size. Like a reverse fire, we want to start by using some kindling. We get the kindling, smaller, but not the smallest fragments of tobacco by sifting our hands through that tobacco.
Yep.
Separating the big
This is what I was doing a
stems,
minute ago there, chat.
blocky, chunky pieces, and
I was
we put that to
out
the
and
side.
passing out
That's
there.
going to be our wood. We don't need that right now, and we
That
continue to
zen
sift
moment
and
of,
play with the
that.
tobacco.
It brings us to
Start to get very small shreds and
Feeling.
remnants of tobacco to fall, leaving us with the kindling in our hands. And then separate those pieces. We want to collect all of those average sized pieces in a pile. This can go on over the course of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. But at some point, we've separated the big pieces, our logs, we've separated the kindling, our typical ribbon-sized strands, and by default, we're left with the tinder, smallest, shreddiest, miniest pieces and remnants of tobacco. This whole process might start with just running our fingers through the tobacco as we read a book, or scroll on our phones, or watch Get Piped on YouTube. Then it moves toward the calculated separation of the tobacco by way of size. We have our 3 piles, yes, but now what? Well, we build a fire, slightly weirdly. We begin with the medium-sized pieces, our kindling. We put that kindling at the bottom of the bowl. This should be a majority of the tobacco.
And see the valuableness of these trays too. Like,
We don't want to push down with our finger, at least as best as possible. I know there's some really narrow tankards out there, but just bear with me. We achieve this by filling, then folding the outside shreds in, pushing from the sides. We continue this process, and once the bowl is filled, generally halfway to 3/4, we move to the chunky tobacco pieces, the logs, if you may. Same method. Drop them in, let gravity do most of the work, and push from the sides gently. At any point, we can use our pad, the pad of our thumb, to kind of press it down, but we're not throwing a finger down into the bowl. I might slightly disagree with this idea because so many pipes are narrow, tall, and command a push down. So take a look at what you got, but in the spirit of Mr. Jeremy Reeves' masterclass, we'll avoid it here. As for our logs, they should just fall into place, taking up the rest of the bowl size. That's when we again use the pad of our thumb to press down on the bowl. The tobacco now is just barely under the rim. We end this packing process by the dropping of our little pile of tinder on top. That is the proper pack. Now, when you draw, assuming you didn't press hard, get just the right resistance needed to enjoy your pipe without any of the fragments being sucked down through the stem and into your throat and mouth. The worst. As for the lighting, it should be straightforward, right? Well, no. Not for me, anyway. When I light my tobacco pipes, I typically throw the flame in the tobacco, trying to evenly spread that flame across the bowl, charring that first layer of tobacco. I'd also be drawing super deep with the intent of pulling the flame downward in order to prep the bottom for the embers to come as I tamp the tobacco downward. Well, friends, my mind was blown once more as Mr. Jeremy Reeves explained to me that he does not even touch his flame to the tobacco. Jeremy will put the flame as close as possible and draw so delicately as he neatly moves his lighter or match around. The residual heat is just enough to burn the tobacco. It's a patient man's game for sure, but it's really interesting.
my contacts to stop drying on me, it'd be nice too, because it does not help with this whole thing. Now you can see when he was doing that though, it was still not getting those other brown bits. Still in the delete.
By avoiding flame directly to the tobacco, we preserve some of the flavors, the minute details in the blend that are burned off from the fire. I must say he's certainly correct. When I came home and smoked some of those burleys, I really do believe I was tasting something slightly deeper. Perhaps a placebo on the mind, but I do enjoy this deliberate process.
The autumn evening in here.
This is a rather time-consuming process, but it forces us to slow down and think. Concentration is all too often taken from us. But with this Jeremy Reeves method, it's critical. Can't say I'll do this every time, but I'll certainly plan it for the finer tobaccos and maybe my quiet smokes on the porch. Those days where you unplug from socials, grab a book, and maybe pour yourself a wee dram of spirit and puff, puff, puff away. Thank you guys once more for watching. I really do appreciate your time. Consider the subscribe option and leaving any feedback. You can hear much more about the fantasy side of pipe smoking on my pipe smoking podcast, cleverly named the Get Pipe Podcast, which is available on all platforms. We have a number of engaging series from pipe dreams were a scenario of, like, say, being a pirate on the Black Sea under a black flag, sailing towards plunder is presented to me. And I come up with the best pipe and tobacco to fit that scene. Or maybe
Tobacco use has deep historical roots, with its origin tracing back to the Native Americans.
Yep.
For a time, tobacco remained the sacred crop. That is, until the European explorer arrived in the New World. Upon encountering this tobacco plant, the English quickly recognized its potential. As the demand for tobacco grew, so too did its production. Naturally, pipe smoking evolved over time. A revolution in pipe smoking came with the advent of briar wood. This dense, heat-resistant material transformed the pipe industry, offering pipe smokers and collectors a durable, beautiful alternative that quickly became the standard. With briar, pipe smoking reached new heights, and the practice became
What
more
about on this
widespread
movie,
and
the Autumn
appreciated
Evening,
than
still
ever
there,
before.
Chase?
But as the 20th century progressed, the once ubiquitous
So when I went into the cigar lounge today, I was helping out the owner, which we all share the same name, which is always so funny. There was a guy that came in today, and he was wanting to pick up pipe smoking, and so legitimately the owner had me give the guy a recommendation on both pipe and tobacco. So I thought that was kind of cool. Um, then the guy, before he bought some, I ended up loading him a bowl of my tobacco, since the older gentleman that was in there as well, he loaded me some of the sanctuary so I could try some personally out of my pipe. And so, because pipe tobacco, in my opinion, is meant to be shared. It's a thing that you can, just grab out some bowls, start putting them in a tray. People can pick out of that, load up themselves however they want, and try out the leaf that you got. Especially if they want to go and buy some from the shop. And the guy tries a bowl of it, and he absolutely fell in love with it. But he went with the other recommendation, which was the owner of the establishment was like, "Oh, you should go with instead of doing the Autumn Eating, you should go with the Lane's BCA." And so he went with the Lane's BCA instead, and he liked that one too as well. But honestly, the Autumn Eating would have been just as good, though. It is super, super delicious. A lot of this. Um, Flour wise, I am using the Tangy Gak, is what I got going on in the bong there, free trial. And then dab rig wise, I have a cornucopia of GMO mixed with what is it, black cherry gelato, and then a blueberry OG, just pure CBD. Also, I do appreciate the hell yeah there, by the way, their fam as well over on the kick side. Okay, it being 2 o'clock in the morning is the reason why I'm also like zoning out. Plus, I gotta get some sleep before going to church in the morning here because we're gonna be going to church today. But I wanted to do a small stream before doing all that tonight, chat, and we've just been struggling with the internet after the whole upgrade and everything like that. It just went through, and all of a sudden now I can't go live without doing it this method. So I'm not sure exactly what the fuck is going on, but it's really fucking annoying. That is definitely a fantastic smoke there, chat. Again, if you haven't tried it out yet, I do highly recommend the Cornell and Deal. You can get it on any site, get it from them themselves, or Pipes and Cigars, where I would get it from online. But I get it locally, thankfully, because man, love being able to just walk in and grab a nice fat baggie of it. It's like literally going to go get actual weed, and I love this because I can just go get a bag of fucking tobacco, walk around, and just load up my pipe as I'm walking around town, dude. It is so much fun. So much fun for that.
Presence of smoking began to fade. Health concerns rose to the forefront. The smoking culture that had once boomed started to wane. Yet, even as the smoke cleared from public spaces, there were still whispers lingering of tobacco's allure. One such place where these whispers grew louder is
Meant to also post this in the chat so you guys can also go look at the video as well if you would like. It is a great video, really is. So definitely highly recommend this video that we're seeing here. How do I put this? So Sutliff was, what is it? One of the oldest tobacco companies we had here in America. Had.
Richmond, Virginia,
Wait, this video not playing
home to
still? What the hell?
America's oldest standing tobacco factory, Sutliff. Founded in the late 19th century, Sutliff has weathered the changes in the tobacco industry, remaining a stalwart presence in the world of pipe tobacco. Well, there's certainly something special about walking around the Sutliff campus. Perhaps it has something to do with Richmond's history. At its height in the early 20th century, more than 80 factories dedicated to tobacco were in operation. The city became rightly known as the tobacco capital of the world. Sutliff's story begins in 1849, when it was founded by two brothers, Henry and Thomas Sutliff. The pair began selling pipes and tobacco from a small shop in San Francisco, California. While others flocked west in search of gold, the Sutliffs found their own wealth by supplying the region with quality pipe tobacco, chewing tobacco, and hand-rolled cigars. But after a time, blending in the basements of their homes and mezzanines of their stores would prove inefficient. When
Alright, just double checking, making sure I didn't miss anything there. But yeah, I am just definitely zoning out way too much, guys, and passing out because I am so fucking tired and exhausted still from last night. And I want to be able to get some sleep for church today, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I will try to be back here live, awake, hopefully, after doing church and everything like that. Like I said, my grandmother's birthday is today as well, so I'm gonna be trying to spend time with her and the family as well. So it is going to be a very busy fucking day today. Because we were at the church, and then on top of that, I said I was going to go to the what it is called, the big house. And the big house is a big house. It is four fucking floors in total for how big it is, like story wise, and then the fact that each area has like I think like 3 to 6 bedrooms up there, and there's just so many rooms. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up because I just noticed I was zoning out again. See what I mean, chat? I am just so exhausted, guys. I really fucking am. I do apologize. I am beyond exhausted at this point, and it is already fucking 2:10 in the morning, and I gotta leave here by 8:45 and literally be dressed and ready to go so that we make it there just in time. Fucking hell. Ugh. It is going to be a long day today, chat, but I do appreciate everybody who stopped on through here, even if it's just to hang out, lurk, and vibe with us at all. I do truly, truly appreciate it. But, yeah, because I keep fucking in the middle of me trying to do all this too. I keep fucking just zoning out too. So we're just gonna go ahead and like I said, chat, we're gonna wrap it up. But I appreciate it. Love y'all, and see y'all literally later on today, guys.